In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a colour palette when creating a wedding or event. So I'm going to go to my confirmed weddings. I'm going to open a wedding and event that I've already created. I'm then going to go to the styling tab. So I've inputted a mood board, there is a colour palette in there already and a flower palette. But I'm going to add another palette to this. So for example, if you've got a main colour palette for a wedding, but some items maybe want a bit of purple in and some don't, you can create two palettes and then assign the different colour palettes to the different items so you know the exact colours when it comes to buying the flowers and then creating the designs. So I'm gonna save this as Bride's Bouquet colour palette. And then there are lots of different ways that you can create your colour palette. So the first option is default colours. So these are a list of 18 default colours that you can change in settings at any time. And then I'm going to click on the circle and then I'm going to click on the pink and then that's going to fill that circle with that colour. I can then choose new colours, so this gives me a really nice tool here where I can select any colour I want. So I can drag this round to the pinks and purples and then I can change exactly the depth of the colour in there. So I'm going to go with that nice lilac and put that in there. I've then got mood board colours. So what this does is gives me a list of all the pictures that are in the mood board and gives me some example colours along there. So I'm going to click fill in there. I'm going to go for a bit of a deeper colour as well. I can have a mood board colour picker. So here I can select any part of any of the pictures that I've entered in to select a specific shade from one of these colours. So let's have a look. I'm going to go for that kind of minty green there and put that in there. And finally, you've then got recent colours. So say, for example, if the wedding you did before this one had a really similar colour palette, it's going to know what colours you've picked and you can just go here and then select those colours. So I'm going to go with this really nice neutral and put that in there. And then I'm going to save the palette. And what that does is saves that palette underneath. I can then edit it. I can reorder the colours. So I want the darker colours first. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put my green at the end. Ooh. And then once you're happy with the order, move that there. I'm then going to save that palette. And then you can start and create as many different palettes as you'd like. Then when I go across to items, so you can see I've already got a colour palette in my bridal bouquet there, but say for my bridesmaids, I can edit that. I can select colour palette, so I'm going to put the bride's colour palette in there and save, and then that's assigned that colour palette to that item. So I'm going to save that. I'm then going to go to manage wedding and event and summary. I'm going to go on my client view. You can see we've got the two colour palettes and then the colour palette is assigned to the item in the design list. Okay, I hope that was clear. If you've got any more questions, please feel free to email us support@strelitziasoftware.com or give us a ring on 01325 722 398.